So the first day of Apple's annual developer extravaganza came and went, complete with myriad new features, tools, software, and hardware. Here's a brief recap of everything Apple unveiled at its WWDC 2019 conference. iPhone and iPad. As expected, Apple officially unveiled iOS 13 for iPhone and iPod Touch, with enhancements such as improved Face ID recognition and an all-new dark mode. Apple Maps is also getting its own version of Google Street View, called Look Around. But one of the key takeaways was that Apple is going all in to position itself as a privacy-first company by adding features such as allow just once location sharing for apps, and a tracking-free Apple Sign-in option. The privacy theme was echoed in the smart home software framework known as HomeKit. Here Apple showcased several privacy features, such as HomeKit Secure Video, which analyzes videos from home security cameras and other domestic IoT devices locally before encrypting them and uploading to iCloud. The company also debuted new HomeKit-enabled routers from third-party manufacturers, which silo off devices to prevent entire networks from being compromised. But perhaps the biggest surprise of the day, relating to Apple's mobile devices at least, was that iPad will now have its own dedicated operating system, OS, which will be known as iPadOS. The offshoot will still be built on the same foundations as iOS, of course, but will offer unique features and layouts, including a new home screen design based on the classic grid and dock, with the ability to add widgets to the left side of the screen. Above, iPadOS. The iPad-specific OS will also feature an improved multitasking interface that builds on split view mode, allowing users to flip through apps inside the split view bar, open multiple instances of the same app, and more. iPads will also now be able to serve as second screens for Macs, replete with cursor-style input via an Apple Pencil. While iPhone features and expensive hardware grabbed much of the day's headlines, the focus of the event was, of course, on developers. And it's against this backdrop that Apple unveiled Swift UI, a development framework that makes it easier to build interfaces for all of Apple's platforms. It requires less code and automates parts of the design process, including design layout, accessibility, localization, and more. SwiftUI is fully integrated into Apple's upgraded Xcode 11 development platform for macOS. Elsewhere at WWDC 2019, Apple also announced that it's merging two of its popular discovery tools, Find My iPhone and Find My Friends, into a single app called Find My, which will be available for iOS, iPadOS, and macOS.